there. Here's the right one, Hive.
Good morning. Brick World.
Yeah, I'm a complete moron, Hive.
That's okay.
Good morning, Brick World.
Good morning, Brick World. Good morning, Brick World.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this is MJ Bay. Good morning, Brick World.
Good morning, Brick World. Good morning, Brick World.
Good morning, Brick World.
Hi, I'm Michigan Bricks. Welcome to Good Morning, Brick World. Good morning, Brick World.
Good morning, Brick World.
All right, you can go ahead and berate me about how horrible I am, Hive. There's no more intros.
It's all right.
So
Look,
sorry.
I figured I make enough mistakes to earn you at least one.
So gracious, so gracious.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh,
All right.
Well,
Good morning, everybody.
good
morning.
morning. And good morning, Brick World. How is everybody doing today?
Doing good, doing good. Other than
That's
that,
good.
crazy snafu right there. And I think the worst part is I might have deleted it a second before that.
Well, I don't know, because we had two of them on there, so I don't know if that was one that you had on already or it was just one you didn't put in yet. But either way, it's all good. And we still have a few intros we still got to put in there. So if you send us an intro,
Now we're looking for more.
Don't feel like we're neglecting you. I promise we will have it in there.
Yeah, hit us up on the Instagram,
Oh.
and we'll let you know how to format it and whatnot.
Yeah, we're getting better. We're getting better.
All right. Did Jay even say hello? I mean, I haven't even heard Jay say
I said
a word.
good morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
said
okay,
good morning.
How are you, Jay?
Doing good.
I've been running down the chat. I see my Bricks and me. Good morning to you as well. Tree of Ore. Hey, what's going on? I feel like I haven't seen Tree of Ore in a while.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, let's see how fast we can get through the good mornings.
Get to the thing. Hey, I gotta notice that there was some guy. Let's just do a face reveal real quick. He was from the intro. Let's do this guy.
All right.
Look, everybody.
Bricklock.
There he is. Bricklock.
What's
That's
going
what
on,
Bricklock looks
Bricklock?
like, everybody. Yeah, I messed up. I didn't know who he was, so I just, called him some guy. So there he is.
I don't want this to sound weird or anything, but Bricklock, if you're listening, you got a good voice, dude. I know that sounds weird, but doing the YouTube thing for so long, It's not bad if you don't have like a good voice, but I pick up on people that have voices that are at least pleasant to listen to.
Yeah.
See, because I usually sound like a squawking bird. That's what I always talk about. So I feel like I'm not
me
that
too.
pleasant.
Me too. That's why we got Jay here.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Well, the thing is, none of you know what I sound like because I don't talk.
I know you're so quiet.
Yeah, well, there's that too.
Like the ninja of speaking. So anyways, let's go ahead and see how fast we can get through the good mornings. And then we can get the show started, get this thing going on. All right, so we got Bricklock, good morning to you. Macro, good morning. Nicole, good morning. Fooling with Bricks, also known as Barry, good morning to you. Larry Legend.
Larry Legend now. Just Larry Legend.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know. Look, I used to say it normal, and now I'm the one that's trying to mess it up.
I know.
All right. Good morning, Larry. How are you? And also, congratulations again on your winning
victory.
Brick World Chicago. Yeah. You definitely earned it. Zizou, good morning to you. Agent Tamak, what's up, Troy? How you doing? Good morning.
Hey.
Let's see here. Who else we got? Scott Davis, good morning to you.
Yo.
Dusty Bricks. What's going on, Dusty? How you doing?
Dust them off them bricks. Dust off them bricks.
Dust off them bricks. Let's see. TitaniumJay, good morning to you.
Hey, Jay. How you doing?
Even though I technically already said good morning to Jay. Did somebody say Mayo?
Yes, I think you did.
No, I think does he put that comment in there just so I'll say Mayo to actually?
I don't know.
Like
I've talked to him about it and said
it's like
if
a
you just say hi,
prophecy, you know.
We'll say the phrase for you at this point. You know, you just gotta say hi. That's all.
But good morning, Mayo. Thank you for being here. Let's see here.
My Lord Cabbage. You see my Lord Cabbage?
My Lord. Scotch Blocks. What's going on, Scott? How you doing?
Yeah.
See Tina Bricks. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Will Hoarder 66. Still one of the best names out there, man. Good morning. How you doing, Will? See Tina Multigasm Geek. Good morning to you. How are you today?
Interesting name. Yeah, all right.
I know. I think it's great. Oh boy. Okay. I want to say Contra, but I don't feel like that's the right word. That's not the right word. Contra Bricks build craze. All right, we're just gonna call you Contra. But I'm glad you're here. Good morning. Nice to see you. Red Carnage. Good afternoon to you. Let's see here. Who else in the chat?
Did we say hi to Oldendorf? Did we say hi to Lumberjack? Oh, hi, Josh. Did we say hi to Oldendorf?
I don't think I've seen Oldendorf yet. I'm only about 3/4 of the way down the chat, so I'm almost there. Let's see. My Bricks and me. Good morning, Chef. Good morning,
Chef T.
Oh man. Chat just like updated or whatever.
Did Chef see himself? Pandemonious Panda? That Panda?
Yes. Good morning, Panda. How are you? There is Oldendorf. Good morning, Oldendorf.
Yeah. Hey, hi again. Membership has its privileges.
Yes, it does. Speaking of membership, we are doing a giveaway today as well. So if you remember,
excellent.
Prepared.
That reminds me, Hive. Did that package ever arrive on Saturday?
Yeah, I totally forgot to tell you about that. It did arrive.
Yes, victory. All right.
Actually, I think it got here Friday.
Continue, sir. Continue. Excellent.
So yes, we will get into that here soon. Mama Lego, good morning to you. Midi Bricks, good morning.
Midi.
Let's see here. Phoenix Brixel Stitch. That is a great name.
Phoenix.
Wow.
Phoenix is over from the Twitch side of things. Hello, Phoenix.
Thank you for coming over here to the YouTube side of things. Speaking of Twitch, I'm going to start adding Twitch to the live stream calendar here pretty soon.
Oh, right.
But
it's about
goodness
time.
gracious, Doc, did the live stream calendar take you that long to do as it did for me? Because it was a long process.
Yeah, I try to tell you. That's why I was like, when you asked, what can I take off your plate? Remember, without hesitation, I said the calendar. Take the calendar. It is a project. It is a project.
Yeah,
good luck to you.
Also, Click and Cliff, if you're out there and you're listening, on your live stream calendar, can you do me a favor? Can you put the time zone in your live stream calendar so everybody doesn't think that Good Morning Brick World starts at 9 o'clock? I mean, I'm sure it starts at 9 o'clock in your slice of the time zone.
It starts at 9 o'clock for me.
Yeah. So, I mean, you just at least put this. Was it CMT? Is it Central?
Right.
Yeah. CST.
And it's not just for my stream, for everybody's. Because when I was actually looking on his stream to add some stuff to our stream, and I started messing up the times at first, I was like, oh, wait, I got to put that an hour ahead. Anyways, open build repeat. Good morning to you.
Hey, OBR, yeah.
OBR in the house. See, there's Cabbage. We said good, my lord.
My lord,
Rula, what's going on, Rula? How you
Rula,
doing?
yeah.
Good morning to you. And I think we're almost there. Delicious Foods. Good morning. God, you always gotta say good morning to Delicious Foods. And I see Andrew Phillips. Good morning to you. Hey, there's Ian from the Brickbod family. What's going on?
Hey,
Ian?
Brickbods, yeah.
Oh, let's see here.
What about Macro? Did we say hi to Macro?
Yeah,
yes,
he was,
say hi
he
to
was one of the
Macro.
first.
Oh, and
All
look,
right.
and there's April B.
April is here. All right. She's gonna be up in here, isn't she? Earlier, later, something like that.
Yes, so we are having a Ladies of Lego panel today.
Yeah.
So we have 4 ladies that will be joining us. And I was pretty proud that look, I've mentioned before, the reason we only have generally just 4 guests, maybe less, maybe one more or so. But the general thing is we just don't want too many people crisscrossing over each other. It makes it easier for more fluid conversation. But the 4 ladies that I got today are spread out through the whole world, different age groups, different races. So I think it's going to be
the whole gamut. It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I
think we'll get quite a variety of just perceptions on Lego.
Yeah, and we can learn about this Twitch thing before we go all crazy on the Twitch. Yeah.
See, we'll say Brick Hive. Can you guys say hello to is it Amara? Amara? Did I say that right, Will? Give me a yes or a no, and we'll say hello.
Yeah.
I don't want to say hello to the wrong name.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's
definitely say
Amara.
hello
That's how you spell it, Amara.
Amara. If
Well,
it's
hello,
Amara,
howdy, good morning to you.
yes. Good morning, Amara. How are you today? All right. Well, I think that's the intros. I think I got everybody. If I didn't, like Doc always says, just let me know in the chat.
Yeah, chat it up.
Ridicule us, and you will get your.
Oh, yeah, and then
Bearded
don't forget to like who Bearded Bricks.
I didn't guess I missed Bearded Bricks. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up? So sorry.
All right.
Hey,
No.
Beard, like the stream, why don't you? And while you're at it, everybody else, we're trying to get it to 50 likes today. So, hit that
and
like
goodness
button.
gracious,
Please,
you guys got us to
yeah.
60 likes on the
What?
last. Good Morning Brick World. I know.
Whoa.
It was insane. I was like, what is this? 60
Thank you.
likes? What?
Thank you, people. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Brickhead, can you say hello to Annabella? Good morning
Right.
and hello to Annabella.
Annabella. Hi, Annabella.
What's the Twitch channel? If you have a Twitch channel, definitely.
I think they're yours, isn't it? Brick Hive, yeah.
Oh, mine, yes.
Yeah.
Actually it is. I think just look under Brick Hive and you should find it. I'm getting ready to start being a little more active on there. But I was just referring to, we have some friends that have Twitch streams. So, it's just for a while. We didn't want to throw Twitch in because I didn't want to confuse anybody. It was just easier to just put YouTube channels in.
Right. Well, we wanted to make sure that we were solid on the Good Morning Brick World, where, it was working. And then before we branch out too far,
So I guess speaking of which, let me go ahead and we'll just start off with the live stream counter real quick and then get that out of the way.
All right. This should be good.
Yeah, it's about 2 minutes long. So just be patient with me. And everybody listen. If I did anything wrong with any live streams that are up, like as far as a time or if I missed yours or whatever, please message me on Instagram. This is my first time doing it, so I might have messed some things up. All right.
Brick_Hive on Instagram.
Yes. All right, here we go. Live.
Moon Day. I love that. Moon Day. Love it.
I tried to make it fluid. I guess that's the right word I'm looking for, and kind of entertaining. So at least maybe there's something.
Yeah, it's way better than mine. Mine was just like basic. This is like wow. You just went for it.
I tried, man. I tried. But like I said, everybody, if I did mess up a time or anything, please let me know. Or if I missed your stream, let me know. Ninja brings the likes. Is Ninja here? Did I miss Ninja?
I don't know. I looked. I didn't see him.
I don't see him either. Pinwheel GBC. Good morning to you.
Looks like Phoenix knows them. Yeah, this is the one where they do it a little bit different on the Thursdays, the Zoom. That's always
Yeah.
good, a couple of brickheads.
So that was something else too, because some people have multiple streams, and I was trying to figure out like, are they different names or is it the same type of stream? And then some of them I felt like they didn't really have names for their streams.
Yeah.
Like Psy, I just put like the Psy stream.
Right, the Cy O'Connor Live.
Live from the Thunderbox. I
Yeah,
don't know what
that's
that
correct.
means, but I like it.
I'm just, weirded out that he has a webcam out in a Thunderbox, But I guess maybe they do things differently in Australia. I mean,
Yeah, maybe.
I guess you gotta check to make sure there's no critter in there before you go in.
Macro, I didn't know if yours started at 10 or not, because last night you started at 9:30, but I felt like it was more like 10, but I could be wrong.
I think
Saturdays.
macro usually starts at 9:30
Okay.
EST.
But I felt like at least if it was 9:30 and I put 10, like they would still it better to be a little late than early, because people might not stay if they're early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
I see you, Greg. Hey, Greg.
was Greg out there?
Yeah, people are saying,
Hi,
"Hey,
Greg.
Greg, you gotta be." The thing. It just
Oh
keeps
yeah, there
going.
he is.
I see
Yeah,
you,
I don't
Brent too.
expect-
Got his $2 back. Brent
See,
getting all yeah.
Look, yeah, I know. Well, I have some. I've been very quiet about that. And,
I know.
I
I was
was
like,
gonna-
"Where's the $50?"
I was gonna
Where is the
comment
$50?
on their stream the other night, and but I was too busy doing all kinds of stuff, so I was just lurking. Yeah, I got opinions about that. Greg-
Now we need a new hashtag. Give him his $50.
yeah,
Let's
because
get that YouTube money. Let's get it.
Look,
Let's get it.
I don't know, man, because you could easily say like, oh, I was just kidding, but I'm like, nah, man, when it comes to money, man, I ain't playing around, dude.
Yeah,
That ain't a joking matter to me, dude. If you sit there and say on camera live in front of thousands of people or whatever, if you come see me, I'll give you $50. Then see, I can't curse. It's Good Morning Brooke.
I know. You don't know how happy I am that no one got Jay to run 20 feet. Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
Well, there was
you.
a rule that you couldn't run in the convention center.
I know. I talked to. It was all part of the evil trick.
When I first met MJ, I ran over to him, but no one was filming, and I didn't run 20 feet.
Fred, I love you guys, man. So I mean, I'm joking around and everything, but seriously, when I saw the picture of you and Brixie, it made me think of like you won the lottery and you were shaking hands with the person, like the lottery commissioner.
He's like, give me the big check. Where's the big check?
I'm like, God, he doesn't even have $2 bills. They don't have bills in Canada.
He gave him
Come
coins.
on,
or
man.
something,
You
didn't
gave me some change. anyways, I'm just messing, dude. I'm just messing. All right. Anyways, but yeah, it was funny, man. It was funny. I'm glad he got his $2 back. That's good. Did I miss anybody? Camel City Brick House. Good morning. How are
Hey,
you?
Camel City.
All right. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody else. But yeah, definitely. Oh, and thank you for the compliment on the live stream calendar. I appreciate that. What is this? Give Macro his 300 back. What is that all about?
Oh, it's a whole snafu at the hotel. We don't even want to get into.
And last night I was watching. I watched a lot of Macro's stream last night. And what is this? Doc, give me my 2 minutes back. What is that all about? I was cracking up, man. I didn't even know what it meant. I was still cracking up. Hey, Sidious, what's up, man? Sue. And Brent, I'm glad you're here, brother. Good morning to you. TJ, what do you say we get into your footage?
Oh yeah, let's get into my footage.
But real quick, I gotta ask Doc something, because you said that it was about 2 minutes long, and then Doc said he whittled it down to 5 minutes. So you mean he whittled it up to 5 minutes, Doc?
No, Jay's is the interview. My interview segment.
Okay,
it was tough, man. I was just like, oh man, man. I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna make rude cuts. Here we go.
All right, so all right, let's go ahead and play TJ's thing here. All right.
Yeah, so no sound, so we can comment.
Oh, nice.
And these are just little snippets of things for the most
Oh,
part.
are we gonna see any World of Lights?
I have those videos, but not in this video.
It's all right. It's all right. We can spread it around, man. It gives us more footage for later.
Yeah, so it's a bit of reads, and then
very
getting
nice.
the motos.
Oh, I like how they have that hanging too. That was
Yeah.
a good move on their part.
And that's that thing that won the award.
Yeah,
Did
this
it?
one won. the award.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. I just didn't know it won the award. What do you mean by like the best award or something?
No, just A award.
Oh,
One of the
okay,
brick,
award.
the brick world.
And then here's
contest.
the collab.
Mm.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
Jay, I should have talked to you when I did my interview, or maybe I'll just hook me up with that footage right there, just like because
So look,
the footage the boys have is horrible.
oh Jesse.
Here, we'll rewind it again.
Well, I was gonna say these are really nice because they're like they're still small, but they're a bigger version of those mini dioramas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like you can maybe do a little bit more with some of these, but I can't deny the skill that you need to do those smaller ones, man.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like the ones.
And they're gonna be on Beyond the Brick, Josh
Oh.
Hanlon was all up in that. Yeah, I saw it. They were like, oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, these were really cool.
Yeah, they are very nice.
Yeah,
Jesse,
look at
we
that
can't
Ford
give
Williams
Jesse
tower.
enough props,
Here.
dude.
Let's
Look at
pause.
that.
Doc really liked this.
Yes,
Oh,
that is
dude.
the cover. Fantastic Four #1, 1961. Oh my God!
I mean,
Where's
look,
the 2-1
if you're a comic book fan, dude, especially if you're a Fantastic Four fan,
I know. Look at the
this
figs.
mock
Look at the
is
figs.
this is something you would want to buy off Jesse if you had the money, dude. Because who wouldn't want to take this home with them, man, and just display it? Look,
Yeah,
he's even got the dumpster fire that says
Yes.
2020 on it. I
That's
noticed
right.
that before, dude. Yeah, dude, but his Jesse
Whole
is
city's lit up
amazing.
too. That's just the thing.
Yeah.
Four Freedoms Tower, whole Avengers Tower
And
lights up
pause it
internally.
real quick,
It's just-
Jay, because look,
It's
there
like,
was something I
dang.
just wanted to real quick show off about that Avengers Tower. I've mentioned this before. His curved windows, how it curves in the back like that.
Yeah, that's really
That
cool.
that is some good technique, man. That is really good technique. He made that look so freaking smooth. All right, anyways.
We have another winning one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, our
There's
boy
there.
Larry,
Yeah, Manta
Yeah.
Ray.
also known as
Yeah, those-
Deadpool. I'm gonna start
submarine.
calling Larry Deadpool.
It's like we need a human to stand beside it so we can kind of get judge
Yeah,
the
because
size
I
of it.
can't figure out like the scale of that thing. You know what I mean? I mean, I kind of do. You can tell it's not insanely huge and it's not insanely small.
Yeah,
but
there's the
yeah, I
Titan
know,
color.
dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dude,
Deadpool
did that
tie
win an
tank.
award too? Because that is
No,
so
it
creative,
didn't.
man.
But it should have.
Yeah, but I imagine it was hard because there's a lot of stuff to choose from.
Here's
There we
here's
go, Lauren. Dude, and
All
you
right,
guys
yeah.
give Lauren a big hand, man. That was her first mock, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hall of Mysteries. You can,
scale
you can
of
just
that.
recognize.
Yeah,
you can
I
recognize
watched
it
it.
instantly.
I watched her set it up for a fair amount of time.
Dude, and
That's
not only
pretty cool.
that, not only the scale, and look, I couldn't have done something like that because that looks so monotonous to build, dude. Like all them shelves with all them little glass things and everything on it, dude. That must have taken so long, such tedious work, man. But yeah, good on her.
Not to mention transportation as well.
Right, trying to
Yeah.
transport, but she did a good job though. I saw how she transported all the shells and everything, and she did really well, man.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I hope she does a little more footage of stuff like that because I think these tutorials on how to transport would be great for people.
Here's, some of the old gray bricks. They had a space setup.
Space Mountain. Check it out. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the monorail either, man.
Yeah.
God,
Oh my God! Looks like.
dude, look at that tower. Look at that
Holy
tower.
Yeah.
And then just
It's
the
like
train
they-
goes over the entire.
Oh my God, is that monorail go the whole way?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, dude. What the?
Yeah.
Goes all the way over to where those guys are taking a picture, and it
Oh
keeps
my
going around.
No, that's
Different
just
one?
the little bar
Oh, that's the bar. Okay.
that
Whew.
keeps people from getting
Oh,
too
whew.
close.
Yeah, I was like,
But
man, that's
yeah,
a lot of
but
monorail.
still,
dude.
it's just how it just the whole. Wow.
Yeah.
The whole then it leads up to this giant tower. It's just like,
And then
wow.
this was Michigan bricks.
Oh, okay. Right on, Michigan bricks, man.
It's very cool.
I love that castle wall.
Yeah, I watched
Nice
him.
techniques.
I watched him destroy this mock at the end, and then here's Jeff's castle.
For real? What do you mean? Do you just
Dude,
like?
Yeah, because
it's
he's
hard off
gonna
a
build.
table?
He's
Dude,
gonna build something new next year, so he just dropped it all off the table into bins.
dude, it's so hard to see these castles, man.
Yeah, I know,
Not
but how many
lots of
broken
build.
Yeah.
bricks? That's the only thing I don't like.
Dude, it's so hard to look at these and not want to build castles, man.
Yeah,
oh, my
dang.
goodness.
Yeah, there were so many castles at Brick World.
Well, castles definitely blowing up, man. I mean, it was already popular before. I mean, I remember at Brick Fair last year, right next to me was one of the biggest castles I've ever seen up close. And the great thing about castles as well, and I've seen many people do this, is I guess it's like with my city and stuff. Like you mix so much different things in it. Like you see superheroes and Lord of the Rings and everything else in there. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Brick World Chicago definitely is having a lasting effect. There's no doubt about that. And dude, I ain't gonna lie, man. This might have surpassed Virginia. I don't know. I haven't been to Chicago yet. I've been to Virginia several times. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I can tell you this: next year, no doubt, I'll be at Chicago, and Virginia. I don't know what beyond those two, just because those are not small feats. The amount of money you spend, but I will definitely be there. Is there a Dock Castle?
No.
Dock? No. There you go. There's your simple answer.
I've got some castle pieces, but not enough to make a castle or anything. But we'll see. My mocking days are all ahead of me, so we'll see.
Gotta love a castle live stream at Brick Hive. Yeah, man. That was a good one too. I can't wait to I feel like the only theme we're gonna repeat before we run out of some ideas and stuff is Ninjago, and that's mainly because we want to give TJ an opportunity to have some before he goes back to college. Yeah. But yeah, I love our themes. I can't wait till we start repeating them again, because every time we do one, there's at least 30 people or so, man, that we think of, and then we narrow it down, a little bit more, because we just can't have everybody on at once. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And hopefully no one ever takes any of that stuff personal either. They didn't pick me. I wonder why they didn't pick me. I'm a mock builder or whatever. I mean, we'll get to you, I promise. There's just too many of us. The Brick Babe, what's going on?
Brick Babe. Hey, hi. Speaking of themes, are we running a poll about future themes, or are they already lined up?
They're already lined up for the most part. I decided to just go ahead and line up the ones that we had.
Which are what?
Well, so the next ones that we have are military. Then we have Harry Potter.
Ooh, okay.
Then we will have cars. I might change it to vehicles, but I feel like cars would be enough.
And do you have guests for all of those, or can people reach out to you on Instagrams and say, "Hey, I'm a car expert. Can I get in on that?"
I mean, I have a couple people in mind for each one of them, but generally, I start thinking of more and more as we get closer. But if you are into, let me finish, and then if you are into any of these themes, reach out to me, and then we can. But and I don't mean like when I say cars, I don't mean you have 2 speed champions. You know what I mean? And you're like, yeah, I love cars. I mean like Solo. He's the first person I can think of.
Got them all.
Solo's got a lot of cars. Solo loves cars. It's not even just about I have some
creator expert cars.
It's something you're into. You know what I mean? And I don't mean just mean like let's say that you're into the speed champions, but that's it. But you could also be into speed champions and be a car mechanic. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. Is just you got to kind of really be into it. All right. So we got like I said, next one's military. Then there's Harry Potter. Then there's cars. And then I decided, and I don't even think I've actually run this by you guys yet, Dad. So we'll leave this one kind of open. But I was thinking about doing one for just subscribers.
Yeah, that would be good.
And I mean, you've never been, if you have been on, it's fine. But if you've never been on a live stream before, and you feel like, hey, I kind of feel like I might want to try, or look, you know what? I've been watching Good Morning Brick World for a while. I feel pretty comfortable. I know they're not going to make fun of me or something or whatever. You know what I mean? Then yeah, I wanted to see about subscribers coming on and just hanging out with us. You know what I mean?
That'd be great. That'd be
actually
great.
Live. So after that, I don't know yet. It's kind of up in the air. I got a bunch of because I know we got Ninjago, in there somewhere too. So
yeah, I just thought I would just throw that out there that subscribers can reach out to us, to get on some of the panels, because sometimes we have a hard time filling up the panel. So just letting people know. Hey, give us a hand.
Yeah, definitely. But listen, definitely message one of us. Okay, it doesn't matter which one. You just message one of us, and we'll relay the info to each other. And it's fine if you put it in the chat right now, but we won't remember everybody that put it in the chat. So.
We're old. We need it written down.
Yeah.
And hello, Tawana, out there in the chat.
Who's Tawana? Good morning.
I don't know. Somebody new. I just saw a name. I was just
How are you today? Thank you for being with us. Let's see. I just want to go back up the chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. Sidious is my youngest nephew's name is Kai. So when he gets old enough, I'm going to make him some dope Ninjago stuff. There you go. Awesome.
All right. Are you ready for some leaks and
Yeah.
some reveals? I think it's only one leak, and then the rest is all reveal.
Let's do it.
All right, there we go. Shouldn't have any music, so we can, pause it. Pause it when you want to pause it.
All right.
But there's that. I like this because it's $29.99. You can get Wicket.
I don't have anything really to say. I'm not getting
it's 4+ printed pieces.
I don't even like the tree.
I think it's all right.
That's bad. I don't even like the tree.
I think it's better than that Obi-Wan versus Vader duel.
Yeah.
But I agree. If you want Wicked,
but it's also before the price increase, so it will be increased to, I think, 35 or something like that.
God,
Maybe.
dude, you gave me like $35 for that.
I mean,
dude.
not every set is getting a price increase. Only some of them.
Right.
Dude, even
I think it's like a
$30 for that
quarter.
is insane.
Yeah, I know. All right, here they are. Finally, here are all the figures.
Yeah. I like about
Robot.
75% of them.
Yeah. Boat guy.
Hey, good morning, Brian.
And did you see the turkey guy that they said was going to have special legs or whatever? He doesn't have special legs.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me like you thought maybe the wings had springs in it or something.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what Promo Bricks was reporting. They were like spring-loaded arms, but they're just regular chicken arms.
Oh, well, that's fine. I feel like putting springs in them might not be good.
I like that Nutcracker, dude.
Oh! Speaking of Nutcracker, I don't know if I can bring this up right now. Actually, never mind. We won't talk about that right
All right, I'm not gonna even ask. Look at the snowman. Okay.
Do we have a candy cane piece, or is that new?
No, I think that's new.
I think
And
that's new.
Yeah, she's a
Wow.
sugar plum fairy.
Dude, you
looks
would
like.
think that people that are really into like the Winter Village stuff would be all over those candy canes, dude.
Yeah. All right, so the new Mario figure packs.
Yeah.
You're into the Mario.
Look, I will say this. Somebody brought up a really good point. There's a lot of very cool elements that come with these Mario packs. Like there's a vine piece on one of them. That's
I like the printed tiles that have faces.
Yeah, there's some printed tiles. I like that mushroom, by the way. Yeah, I love the tadpoles. That vine right there. That's what the vine somebody was telling me about. But I love the tadpoles, not the tadpoles, the lily pads.
Oh, the lily pads, yeah.
Yeah, not tadpoles.
So there's the new Minecraft set. Yay, Minecraft.
Yay. I wish I was into Minecraft more.
Minecraft is all right. Good for bricks.
Yeah, it's good for parts.
Interesting pieces.
Yeah.
I was saying good for tile. It's really good for tiles and jumper plates.
Yeah.
They come with a lot of tiles?
Yeah, a lot. Because a lot of times the things gotta be covered off.
Just big plates as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Now that I think about it, maybe I should start buying some because they're always on sale, man. Usually they're always on clearance.
Yeah, the dungeon ones, I love the dungeon sets on clearance. It's just like, yeah, gimme.
Actually,
all right, so there's the floral. There it is.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I don't
overpriced.
No, I just don't think they look that great, dude.
As compared to the botanicals, yeah. I'd rather have
even
the 3D,
even some of the other art stuff that they have, man. I just these look so plain to me.
Well, compared to Batman, I mean, what do you
So
expect?
Yeah, awesome ship.
I made this joke before. It's called the Justifier because you're gonna have to justify spending so much money on it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to knock me out to buy that thing, dude.
It's got that Omega. Comes with Omega.
I know, but it's just like, dude, look, $170.
And it has a moving part. Yeah, I was going to say, it's part of that moves. Oh. It seemed very swooshable, like on LegoCon. So I don't know.
$170 for a gray kite.
Wow, wow. Okay.
I mean, I do like the ship. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I just like it. It's
and I love Toto. Toto's great. I
mean, think about it. Even if it goes on 50%, like, what is that? Still $70? No, wait, what was it? 170? Dude, that's still like $85, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. All right, on to the.
There's Cody, who you don't like, and then the pilot guy.
Cody's okay. It's just like I said, after my custom one I got.
That's not a pilot, that's a gunner.
Oh, is that who that guy was? Okay.
Yeah.
I do like this too. The vehicle's great. I think it's probably a better one in my opinion.
Yeah, it's very similar to the last one in 2013. It looks very similar size-wise and with some of the building techniques.
Yeah.
Nice set of figures.
I mean, look, they're doing great as far as the aesthetics of it. How many minifigs are coming with it, the minifigs that are coming with it. I got to tell you, they didn't dumb these ships down or anything. So, Dude, but I feel like now they're like, look, we didn't dumb them down, Hive. I'm like $170, dude.
Like, I know we just raised the price. That's all.
Because I feel like if Lego was really talking to me, they'd be like, just we can't make you happy, Hive. You said you wanted cheaper sets. We made cheaper sets. Then you didn't like they were dumbed down, so we just had to.
Well, I think it was like, I can't remember. I think it was Jesse or Fazoom that said he felt like they were making the sets more appropriate to the age that they're putting on the box. And so when we were buying some Star Wars set that said 8+ and they dumbed it down, we were all like, what the heck is going on? Where they, kept the complexity of the 12+ set.
Which it's possible. It's possible if you're brand new to Lego, that might be able to slide past you. Maybe it depends on your age and how intelligent you are, because I feel like sometimes even kids would look at these sets and be like, man, that's a basic beat right there.
Yeah. They kind of did that with the last Ninjago wave, the core wave.
Yeah.
A lot of the smaller sets were a bit easier to build, and then as you got into the bigger price ranges, they were a bit more technical and complicated.
Oh.
I don't know. We're not gonna get into it about the price stuff, but like I said, I'm really curious to see how in a year from now how things are gonna work out. You know what I mean? Because again, this time it's different. It's different this time. It's not the same as all the other times when price has been raised.
Right. Well, this time it just seems like the whole wave is just like, wow. If you want to collect Star Wars and do Lego, you're gonna pull out your wallet,
But
whereas other themes not as much.
But it's weird because other things don't phase me and they're expensive. Like for instance, if UCS Razor Crest comes out and it's $500,
right?
That's not gonna phase me. It really won't. I still might look at it and be like, it's still a little expensive, you know what I mean? But like that wouldn't phase me, I think, because of the scale of it, the detail it'll probably have, that kind of thing. It's just when, you see something like the Justifier, you know what I mean? And not even just the Justifier, even some of the other ships, and you're just like, dude, that's just too much.
Right. Well, just like the ATTE, we didn't even mention the price on that one.
Yeah, I know.
It feels, it's mildly overpriced, but I think it's decent.
I have an easier time with the AT.
Yeah. I think because they included a decent number of clones.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe it's because it's also, and I know this sounds dumb, but maybe it's because it looks more mechanical. There's more to it, more moving parts instead of just the black flying ship. I don't know. I mean, or the gray flying ship. It's hard to say. But I have an easier time with the AT. And that's what I mean about perception too, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are like, no, that's expensive too.
Right.
Good morning to Justin.
Hey, Justin Stoker, right?
So Doc, you want to get into your whittled down interview?
All right, you want to see that? Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put that on.
The Chicago 4, infamous for their nominations and wins.
Yeah, very looking forward to this.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Doc.
All right, it's the spoiler show now.
Let's talk to the boys right now.
Good morning, Brickwalders, and welcome to a virtual news mini with interview. Yeah, with the Chicago 4. Who, you might wonder, are the Chicago 4? And they are, of course, none other than Iceberg Bricks. Yeah, Jesse's Brick Galaxy. Of course, there is the Agent of Mach, and not the least, definitely not the last, Larry Legend. Yeah, no more French appellations to this guy. He has, wow, hit it out of the park in one go. Yeah, I'm most interested to speak with Larry. Yeah, the rest of them, yeah, they just happen to be here because they were part of the collab. But yeah, we want to talk to Larry. Let's get into this thing. Okay, so first convention, first time displaying, first nomination, and first win. Congratulations, Larry Legend. Okay, no more French appellations for you, my friend. You are a legend. Okay, I'm getting to the question.
Praise Jesus.
The question is, how was the food in Chicago?
I had some Chicago beef, and I had a Chicago pizza, and we had some Chicago beer. I mean, it was all good. I mean, yeah. Two thumbs up.
All right, so how did you come up with the idea for this manta ray thing?
That actually started from a Lug monthly build challenge. It was simply build an aquatic vehicle. And this was, I believe, the very first month into COVID and in preparation for our first virtual Lug meeting. I just so happened to have had my Lego room about 90% organized and sorted and put away, and so I had a lot of time on my hands because I had just been sent home from the office to work at home, and so I had time and plenty of brick ready to go. So I really went, pun intended, overboard on that build.
So, which one of you is the monster that threw your friends into heck to build this crazy thing?
So it came down to where, like, I was going to Chicago. Jesse was on the fence. Larry was on the fence. Larry, confirmed that he was going. Then Jesse confirmed he was going. So I was like, all right, let's do a collab. We're trying to do the Doctor Strange thing and just trying to figure out what. And this is before the movie came out.
Oh, okay.
And once the movie came out, Jesse was like, I got it. We could do the jump. We do the universe jump, and that could be our collab.
And it was like, for sure, nobody looked at Jesse and went, no, let's do this instead. And the rest of you had to talk somebody into it. We're all on board right from the get-go.
Yeah, I had a notebook like I do for the spoiler show. I take notes. Yeah, so we designed a possibility before seeing the movie, but then after seeing the movie, we decided on the portal, and then Larry jumped in and designed the star portal over and over and over until he had to settle on what we came up with. Who went the biggest?
Yeah.
Troy brought 3.
Yeah, he brought 3. So
yeah, I brought the most.
To Troy.
Yeah, this was definitely my one and only contribution to Chicago. And the funny thing is, I wasn't originally going to go to Chicago with these guys, but they did this hype stream where they started talking about what they were going to bring to Chicago. And Jesse finished his first one, the MC Escher looking world. And FOMO just started drooling out the mouth for me. Jesse was the first one to complete a universe, to get that to get that standard that we were gonna all follow in all of ours.
Right.
So that was like the start of it.
It was some turbulence in the design a little bit, Doc. Like they were, like you get all these good ideas, entering the palette, and Larry came up with the idea to actually make a full circle of all of the base plates, basically.
All right, well, this is going long, and it's going to become an editing nightmare. But I appreciate it so much, guys. Congratulations on the nomination. Congratulations on the win, Larry. I will no longer call you those horrible French names ever again, my friend. Impressed. Hashtag impressed like you wouldn't believe. You guys are great. Thanks so much. And then, of course, the full interview will go up on my channel later this week. Like I said, it is an editing nightmare, but it was a great fun time with those guys.
Yeah, like Doc just said, if you guys want to see the full interview, and generally, most of the segments that Doc puts on the show, he has on his channel, and usually they're longer, unedited. We just have to cut it down for time for Good Morning Brick World. So
if anybody else out there won an award, hit me up on the Insta. I would love to interview you as well.
Yeah, definitely. So something just occurred to me too that I want to start doing. And we'll start now. Not for this panel, but we'll start for like the military panel next week. If anybody, any of our viewers have any questions that they would like to throw out to anybody on our panel, the guests, or even ourselves, definitely leave them in the comments below. And so that way on next week's, when we have the military theme panel, if there's questions that you guys want to know or shout out or throw out there, we will definitely ask them. As long as they're appropriate.
Right.
So yeah, definitely. I see you guys talking about a lot of pizza, man, out there. You're making me hungry. And Brent, yeah, I gotta agree. Doc is so freaking awesome.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
No, seriously, yeah, man.
One day I'll get on a couple of Brookheads. They invited me once, but I don't know. I was just too bashful. I was like, I couldn't do it. But I don't know. I've
Yeah.
met a couple of them. I know that a little bit better now. So look for me over there, maybe.
Right on. I'm sure everybody would like to see you on a couple of Brickheads. I gotta tell you, man, I love them guys. They are wonderful. I so enjoy watching their streams and just really all around nice guys too.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you guys? Did they all see us on London Calling? All three of us were on London Calling. Sorry, Jay. Sorry. And it was a fun time over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We kind of left TJ because after you left, I don't know. It was about 5:30 maybe.
No, I had enough time to make a meme and I posted it on my Instagram.
He sat there waiting to come in. It was horrible.
But yeah, I had to leave kind of suddenly too. Mrs. Hive got home early and she had a bunch of stuff she needed help with. So yeah, we started off strong, the Three Musketeers, and then Jay was the only one left representing Good Morning Brick World.
I know, last one on, last one staying. Well done, Jay. Well done. It was a great time over there. I loved the part where I got to pretend that I was Larry. His mic didn't work. It was great. It was a great time.
Knocker says, I got a question. Definitely leave it in the comment, brother. Definitely. Yeah. And we will definitely ask.
Because it's a live stream, you won't be able to comment until after the stream is ended. But while you're down there looking for the comment section, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Please do. Excellent. From what they tell me, hitting the like button and stuff, commenting and all that interaction definitely helps with the algorithm. I guess the algorithm really likes that
Help
stuff.
spread the word.
Yeah. So before we bring the ladies on, I did want to just mention real quick, I was thinking about LegoCon. And I think we had mentioned this before, but I felt kind of bad for the Harry Potter fans and the Friends fans, because I feel like we all got something kind of revealed, except for them.
Something new.
Yeah.
But aren't all the Friends and Harry Potter stuff out for the rest of the year?
Yeah, but I was wondering, do you think it's possible, like, okay, even if they weren't going to leak the Hogwarts Express, like maybe they could have given like a drawing, kind of like the castle or something, you know what I mean? Or just so people kind of get something, you know what I mean? Maybe some type of tidbit of information that we don't have. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible, but
I mean, how much different can it be from the last one that they made, other than the updated motor?
Oh, well, it's a lot bigger. It's like 3 feet long.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I heard that the whole scale of it's like 3 feet long, dude.
So
it seems like it's a perfect. It's not, as far as I know, it's not going to be like I could put it on my train tracks and run it through my city. It's like minifig scale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but it seems like it'd be a perfect, like, beautiful display piece, man. Like, if you're a Harry Potter fan, I feel like you have to get it.
Okay, something like the giant Titanic. Okay, it just sits up there. It's not a not a minifig scale run on the track. Oh, okay.
Right. Is Mr. J out there? Did Mr. J jump up? I thought I saw somebody say hi to Mr. J, but maybe not.
Oh, I don't know. Hi, Mr. J.
No, Greg called me Mr. J.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
No, I
should have read that.
For some of the themes, the issue is that like most, if not all, of the things have been revealed for the year. Ninjago had like a similar thing sets wise. The only reason we got something new was the trailer for the back half of the
season.
Yeah, but you still got a trailer.
Yeah, we got a trailer.
Well, let me
that
ask
was like
this.
the only thing left.
Is it possible? And look, and I say this lightly because I don't know, but is it possible they could have just not revealed something or not released something or whatever, man? You know what I mean? Just to keep it a secret for LegoCon, so that way everybody had something kind of new to see or something. I don't know. It might just be a complete thing.
All the Harry Potter sets released in June, isn't that right? So
so it would be too far off then, would it?
Yeah.
Unless they spread it out further in this, it should be like, instead of releasing it all at the beginning of the year, but like, no, you're only going to get 2 sets in this wave, 3 sets in June, 4 sets, the whole year. We're just spreading them out, kind of a deal. And then DC, no DC. I was amazed there was no Shazam, or Black Adam,
As far as I know from the leaks, the only DC set coming out is a 4+ set with Harley Quinn, I think.
Dude, what's going on with DC?
DC has just been shoved to the wayside. It's pretty much gone.
That's so bad because DC's not doing good right now as far as the movie universe, dude. Like they're having all everything from like the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing to like the Ezra Miller and like
I read about that. I was just kind of like, wow, what? Okay. Wow.
Yeah, man. I was
Shelf
like,
that movie, or but
I'm like,
CGI somebody's face over him or something.
But do you think it's like something's just really, really wrong with it? Because like, think about it, man. You've got this awesome career. You're making all kinds of money. Like, why would you just do all that stuff and mess your life up, dude?
I don't know. I don't
crazy.
know. Ruin the Lego sets too. Thanks, guys.
Axel says Harry Potter sets were tied to the movie. LegoCon would be too late. If you're talking about the
Fantastic Beasts, where
Fantastic
to find them
Beasts.
or whatever. Yeah, I mean they haven't made any sets from that yet. The new one, because
so I heard that they were wanting to make a new series for Harry Potter. But Emma Watson won't do it unless J.K. Rowling just like completely like has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, we're gonna recast Hermione then. Now playing Hermione Granger, because if it's a colossal $1 billion making thing, and if there's a demand for it, let's just recast it. Just like too bad.
Yeah, I mean everything's gonna be rebooted anyway.
Yeah, let's just make the money.
Celebrities live in a different reality, says Larry. That is very true. That is very true. Cece, what's up, Cece? Going to be one of our guests today. She says it's the DC curse. Started with Heath Ledger. Yeah, I mean DC is really weird because they have definitely put out some good movies over the year, and I mean the comics are fine. I mean, we don't have to get into the comic books because them and Marvel have always been like
neck and neck.
Yeah, and they've made some good movies, but they just can't replicate what Marvel has done, But speaking of Marvel, I'm almost wondering if Marvel is like, okay, it's time to either reboot the universe or just kill it for a little while. I feel like I'm getting fatigued from some of the superhero movies, man. And I don't mean like stuff like Umbrella Academy or The Boys. I mean just like the Marvel and DC.
Right.
Stuff,
I think the Disney Plus the series is just like
maybe that's what it is because Disney Plus. You know what I mean? It's just like it's just constant. Like it just. Like, and it's almost like getting too much of a good thing, man. Because now, like Marvel and Star Wars are like two of the big things. Like, I always go to the theaters and watch. But now it's just like Marvel, Star Wars. Like, I can't. And like now, a lot of them are really sucking.
Right. They're just okay. You're just like, it was okay.
Brickham's Den. What's up, Rick? Good morning to you. And our toy world is out there. Good morning to you.
Yeah. Right, did Richie see himself in the intro at the beginning? Coming down the escalator. I'm glad he didn't run down. I was like, if he runs down there and kills himself, I'll blame Jay. Not me.
Oh, speaking of which, I know that there was no running at the convention, but I'm assuming there wasn't a lack of trying. To get TJ to run and win that $50.
No one tried.
No one tried.
No one tried.
I'm sorry, was it $50 or $5?
$5.
I saw Moto run once, and that was it.
Dude, I would have yelled fire just to get Jay to run to get that $5, man. Then I would have gotten kicked out of the convention. Be like, what is worth it for the $5?
Jay would have got kicked out for running. You would have got in trouble. You'd have been like, thanks, Jay. Bye.
Oh, goodness. All right. So I'm going to start getting some of these invites out real quick.
So did you ever finish the your 1 year anniversary, our shout out to the Stud and the Dud?
Oh, I meant to ask you. Remember when we did one?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember how my audio was messed up?
You mean this?
Hold on a second. Am I too late?
Send out the invite, Hive. Send out the invites while this plays.
And I were going to make one right now. I'm so glad you were able to record it. Damn it, I suck ass. Sorry, everybody. I know that's not Good Morning Brick World appropriate, but I really did suck ass at that particular moment.
Yes, that word is PG, Hive. It's PG.
What? I just thought they said they needed it before the weekend.
Before the weekend. Technically, it's late. We missed our anniversary. The Stud and the Muffin. Oh man.
Son of a bitch.
Uh-oh.
No, he says nope. Our cutoff is Tuesday.
Oh,
whoop,
okay. All right. So we didn't miss it. We're not
all
too
right.
late. What?
Let me
all right.
give him. I'm gonna give him the thumbs up, and then. And I'm
Happy
gonna
anniversary
say,
to the
and then I'll say,
goofballs.
I will send it here in just a few.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. So the show is Saturdays or whatever, and it's consistently on the air and whatnot. We're not making something for some fly-by-night show, right? This is a real show, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
they
it's a
don't
real show. However, I cannot tell you exactly what the exact rotation is. I have a hard time keeping up with everything. I love our
trust that
backroom
Taz knows
conversations,
what he's
Doc.
doing. I guess.
Oh, dude, I must have sent a little ripple throughout the message thing because other people are on it.
Crap.
So,
They're like, oh, I gotta make mine too.
Solo just said I should be able to get mine ready for tomorrow if that's okay.
Okay, all right, yeah, all right, well done. So what are we
so-
gonna do? Happy anniversary, you two.
Oh shit, how are we gonna do this?
You two duds. I mean, you know.
Should I try and do a screen record?
All right, what are we gonna do? Happy anniversary. Other than that,
I mean, yeah, I figured that was really about all we needed to do. To be honest with you, you know, I could be wrong. All right, okay, should be able to hear me now. The little microphone thing's on, dude. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm recording. This is amazing.
I can't believe that there's been a year that the stud and the dud have been on. Oh my god.
I know. So should we go ahead and just whip out a happy anniversary?
Yeah,
or?
happy anniversary. To the
Happy
stud and the
anniversary to the Stud and the Dud show. You know, even though Good Morning Brick World's been on for a while, Doc and I have not yet had our first year anniversary. So, you know, so when we have that, maybe we'll do something similar and reach out and say, hey.
To you guys, you guys will be old timers by then.
But yes, happy anniversary and cheers to many more streams to you
Look
guys.
forward to 2-year anniversary.
Yes,
From
can't wait
Good
for
Morning
the 2-year
Brick World.
anniversary.
All right, I think that's enough. Get out of
All
here.
right.
We love
That
those
feels
guys, but
good.
enough. That's enough.
That feels good. All right. Did you see the range of emotions on my face? From depressed to confused to excited, to I almost overwhelmed.
Yeah, I love the pure delight when the capture software worked out. It's like, look at him.
So I see we have some guests in the back room. So why don't we go ahead and let them in? So first we'll let in the Brick Babe. What's going on?
Hey,
How are you?
good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning to you. So glad to have you
How
back.
are you? Thanks for having me.
Hey,
thanks
no
for
problem.
Appreciate it.
As always. So next we have Cafe Corner, also known as CC.
Hey, long time no
Hi
see.
CC, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing okay. And see, next we have Nicole, also known as Lady McBrick. How are you, Nicole?
Hello,
Good morning or good afternoon where you are.
Good morning.
Oh, she's the lady from London Calling. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
that's
on London
me.
Calling quite a bit. And next we also have April B. Hi, April.
Hey,
Welcome
from
to
the
stream.
Twitch. Hey.
It's so nice to have you on here for the first time. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Wow, this is really cool because well, I mean, it's cool because we have a ladies panel. And I thought that would be nice. It was one of my themes I wanted to do for a long time, just to get kind of a ladies' perspective on the Lego community, which we've gotten before, but I just figured it'd be nice to have a wider range. So just like I was saying earlier, between the four of you, you know, you're on different platforms, different countries, different ages, different races. I just figured that would be a really good, you know, thing to kind of explore. But you all definitely have one thing in common. You're all ladies. So that's really the main thing I kind of want to get
they
to.
like Lego too, right? You know?
Well, yes, they like Lego too. Yes,
Love Lego.
that is true.
I'm so glad that you didn't require any proof, cause long hair is that okay? Long hair must be a lady.
Like, what do you think this is? London Calling? Come on now.
Right. We're gonna check their pronouns at the door. Like, ladies, what are the pronouns, please?
No proof necessary. No proof necessary. But yeah, it was we had actually a lot of different ladies in mind, actually, which brings me kind of to the first thing I really wanted to go over, because obviously it's no secret really that Lego in general is kind of dominated by males. But I will say the ladies in the Lego group is definitely growing at quite the speed and the numbers, which is, yeah, it's awesome. I mean, for different reasons. I mean, one, I don't know. In my eyes, I mean, yes, I guess if you wanted to look at like Star Wars or something, maybe you can say it's geared towards boys or whatever. But just in my eyes, I've never really thought of Lego as like a boy's toy. It's just a toy, just a building block. But obviously, that's coming from a boy's perspective. You know what I mean? So that just like with a lot of things, if you're not part of something, you might not see something. You know what I mean? It's always good to try and get that different perspective. So I'm going to ask, just kind of go through each of you guys with this question, but like, we'll start with Nicole. Nicole, have you always been into Lego? Have you had any, thoughts about like, well, it's more of like a boys thing, or did you just not care? Or how was your experience getting into it?
I don't think I had a dark age, because I can't remember that I ever had Lego as a child. So I believe that doesn't count as a dark age. I know from my family that they swear that they gave me presents, Lego presents. I can't remember. So I believe I never had Lego, only got into it 4 years ago. And I don't think that it was that I struggled with it in the beginning, because I thought that it's a boys or a girls theme. I rather thought that it is something really something for children. And that's what I struggled with in the beginning, because I really felt bad buying Lego, because it felt a bit like almost as it's a bit too harsh to say, as if I were a pedophile keeping pictures. Now I kept Lego. So in the beginning, I tried to hide it until I didn't care anymore, because there was nothing to hide. And then, luckily for me, Corona happened, and I found YouTube, I found Instagram, and it kind of, my hobby was justified. I now can show my family and friends I'm not the weirdo. I am the norm. And you just don't know how much you love Lego yet, or you forgot it. And yeah, I'm the norm, but I never made a distinction between being a woman or if I had been a man, then it would have been okay for me to be into Lego. Okay. For me, it was rather an age thing.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that about like with the kid thing too, because when I came out of my dark ages, and it was like a snowball effect, it was only like a one set here and there, and then obviously like with a lot of us, it just kind of spiraled into something else. But yeah, I want to say I was out of my dark ages for like, I want to say like almost like a solid year before I even found the community. You know what I mean? And for that year, it drove me nuts, because I was like, all right, I can't just like walk up to kids and ask them stuff about it, or say like, hey man, check this out. This is awesome. Like, the parents are going to call the cops on me.
Exactly. Pull that child closer.
So yeah, when I found the YouTube community, it was just like, I exploded. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, yeah. So I get what you're saying about that. Cece, what about you? How did you get into it? And did you feel like it was like you're breaking like a mold as far as like the boys thing goes, or did it even not cross your mind, or you cared?
Yeah, it definitely crossed my mind. Because like growing up, like I would always look at Lego like at Walmart and stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah, the Marvel stuff looks cool, but that's a boys thing. Which I don't know why it stopped me with Lego, because like I played with Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Beyblades and like skateboarded, so like I did lots of sorts of like non-girl things. But with Lego, I was just like, okay, no, like especially like as I got older, I was like, no, that's a kid's thing. It's for little boys. And so because I have like a lot of siblings and cousins and things, I was like, okay, well, I have some money. I'll get this little canister Bionicle, and then I'll build it so then I can give it to my cousin. And that was kind of my justification, so that I could like have something to do. And then it was small enough that I could just like pass it along. And then it came to a point where my cousin was like, I'm kind of too old for this. And then I was just like, what does that mean for
Are you
me?
sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
And he was like 12. And so I was just like, okay. But then like Dimensions came out when I was in college, and I'm like a video gamer, so I went to GameStop and did that whole thing, and then I would like sneak it back into my room, so my roommates didn't see, and then I just played Dimensions all the time. So it was always kind of like this secret love until I found YouTube, and then I think it helped justify this love, especially to Mr. Cafe, to my boyfriend, and then he kind of like helped push this love along by like getting me the Bugatti and
Well,
going
Mr.
with
Cafe
me.
seems very supportive too.
Yeah, he is. He's very supportive in like things that are kind of like out of the norm.
And it's not easy to support us on
No.
stuff like that.
I know. Especially when the prices are going up. It's like, for real? You want another one? Ah.
I know. I told Mrs. Hive about the price increases, and she's like, "What do you mean? They're already expensive." I was like, but you said something interesting too about like when you thought not just about maybe like the Marvel stuff being for boys, but for like little boys, right? And I think that might be one of the things that kept me in the dark ages for a long time too, because, and it sounds ridiculous because I've grown up well into, I never really stopped reading comic books. You know, I've always been into Star Wars and all that, but for some reason, I think maybe in the back of my mind, Lego felt like it was for children, for like little kids. You know what I mean? And I think eventually I just didn't care. But no, really interesting. What about you, the Brick Babe? How did you kind of get into it? And did you feel like there was you know, a stigma to it as far as like boys and, you know?
Hey, all right. I'm sorry. I have to unmute my mic. I didn't know I was so noisy, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
All right.
all that clicking.
I appreciate you doing that. Thank you.
I am so sorry.
Good.
But yeah, with me, we get a girl a generation in our family. It's the weirdest thing. My mom was the only one of hers. I'm the only one in mine, and my daughter's the only one. It's like the girl gives us a girl. It's so weird. But so when I grew up, all the boys, you know, could do whatever, and I'm 44. So Lego was toys were very gender specific. You know, you went to Toys R Us, that was all there really was for me. You went to Toys R Us and it was like, okay, here's the boys section, here's the girls section. It was like, stay here with the girls section. Even though I was a tomboy, it just wasn't supported in my family. And I was told it was a boys toy. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get it. So fast forward, here I am with this girl. First thing I'm like, no, we're going to the Lego aisle and we're going to build. And kind of like you, Hive, I didn't know. I loved it. I appreciated it, especially, you know, the builds and the art. I was like, this is an amazing medium. You know, I was always watching the conventions and things and Lego documentaries, but I never knew how to get there. I was like, this is a cult. This is an underground world. How do you tap in? I didn't like you said, you go up to a kid. Where do you go to a Lego store? Hey, now I hear about them all the time and it's saturated. But before, I didn't know how to tap into this world. So once I realized I could tap in, and this is something that I could be a part of as an adult, oh my gosh, I was all in. But yeah, as a kid, it was, you know, toys were it was almost like G.I. Joe. Like I asked for a G.I. Joe, no Lego. So,
you know, and that's something that just occurred to me when you said that about, so when you go to a toy store and you see how stuff is separated,
segregated.
well, yeah, like, so you got your very young kid stuff, and it's usually like maybe where Duplo and all that stuff would go, you know what I mean? But even if you wanted to say, like, which Doc and I have been pretty proponents about, because we've even watched like older commercials and stuff where they show boys and girls, you know, in the commercials. But it's let's say that it's not about Lego in the stores are trying to demographic themselves as for boys. The problem, I think, is that there's girl stuff that they demographic with girls, and it's very obvious. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably where a lot of the, because I don't know. I find like eventually, I think these things will change.
That's the narrative now. But remember, we're going back to the 80s, you know, the early 80s. That wasn't the narrative. Now that, you know, now
No,
it's like, oh,
it's definitely different than it used to be, but I think
there
it could
was
still
no
go.
friends.
I think it could still go kind of further to where I'm not saying you got to promote Barbies to boys necessarily, but I just feel like there's a much more middle ground gray area to have stuff instead of trying to direct it towards one thing or another, because I don't buy too much into certain politics about stuff, but I will say that you, as a young boy or a girl, you are shaped by your surroundings. So if you grow up seeing things separated, you know, I could see how, you know, there's always a exception to the rule, of course, but I can see how most people would be, you know, geared towards one or the other instead of trying to explore different areas. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, you think like maybe this is just a weird kind of blanket statement example, but like let's say like if army men were geared towards just everybody, not just boys, maybe there would have been a more female recruitment in the military. You know what I mean? Just certain things that maybe would have had different shapes and for boys and girls. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a lot of boys that are very artistic and they want to design dresses or something or outfits or clothes. It doesn't mean that they're a certain way. It just means that that's something they're very good at. But maybe they would have been more prone to be comfortable doing that if they would have been like, okay, well, I want to buy like these Barbie clothes just to see what different, you know, just those kinds of examples. I mean, I just think that it breaks a lot of molds, and I think it's good to have an all-around perception about those types of things.
Yeah.
But getting back to it, April, what about you? How'd you get into it? And did you feel like there was any type of stereotyping or that you had to kind of get through or worry about or anything like that?
I mean, as a kid, like, I mean, kind of like Cece, like I played with more boyish toys, and I had lots of friends that were boys. So like, I never felt like Lego was for boys. That's just what I did, and you know, that was just one of the toys. You know, I played with Barbies, I played with Lego, I played with the Hot Wheels, whatever. But you know, I had a dark age for about 10-ish years, and I feel like I had more issues with stereotyping just with being an adult that plays with Lego when I came back to the hobby than any kind of gender stereotyping, really. You know, that was the weird thing that like, oh, you're the adult that plays with Lego. You know, in your 20s. And then, you know, once COVID came around and everybody like really started hitting hard with making content for Lego, then it was like, oh, okay, well, there's like all these people that actually are also the same as me.
It is nice to have that, you know what I mean? Because like I was saying about when I found the YouTube community and everything, because I mean, after being out of my dark ages and being so heavily involved in this community for a few years now, that when I look at people that might look at me and be like, how can you spend so much money on Lego, or how could you play with Lego or whatever? I look at them like they're got 3 heads on them or something, because for us, it's not only normal, but it's so ingrained in our lives. You know what I mean? Even for all you out there watching, even if you don't have a YouTube channel or whatever, or even if you don't spend as much money as a lot of us do on them or whatever, there's no doubt if you're watching this, and especially for a lot of you that I know I'm familiar with, dude, Lego is a huge part of your life. It's not just a hobby. It's not just something that we like. It means a lot to us, and we all use it for different ways. Like some people literally use this stuff for therapy. I mean, and it makes sense, you know. I tell you, I don't know what it is. I always felt it was kind of like putting a puzzle together too. There's some type of completion type thing when you put a set together, especially when it's a fun set to put. Like, I'm sure I'm not going to get the same kind of pleasure as building the Coliseum, but like when I built like the '89 Batmobile, even with the Technic parts in it, man, that thing was so much fun to build. Very, very good answers, everybody. I was just kind of curious going around the table here, like how you all got into it, and if there was. Because for some of you, maybe there was more of a stereotyping that you felt, and maybe for some of you it wasn't. There's another reason why I wanted to have such a wide variety of you on here. You know what I mean? Because just the age range, for Nicole over in Germany, it clearly might be different than, CC over here in America. You know what I mean? So I was kind of curious, I guess just because you're ladies, I'm kind of curious. And we'll go around again. Nicole, what's your favorite theme? I'm very curious about that.
That is very, very difficult to ask. I guess spontaneously, I would have told you Harry Potter because I'm seriously into collecting Lego since 2018. And I believe I almost bought every set. But recently, I went through all the sets that I have due to difficult reasons that I had in my apartment. It kind of closed up on me. So I really had to go through everything. And I figured out that I have by far way more Star Wars sets than Harry Potter. So it seems Star Wars is more part of my Lego life than Harry Potter even.
Yeah, you didn't know it. The force is with you. Yeah, wow.
In addition to friends. Yeah. And I really like for the topic that we are talking about, Lego and Harry Potter theme is the best words of bringing together male and female Lego lovers, because I strongly believe that Harry Potter is equally bought by female and male Lego lovers of all ages, because Harry Potter, would you think that the sets are rather targeted to male or female? I think they are to both.
Yeah, I agree. I really feel like you could probably, place the category of just about any theme really like that. But I could see how you would think Marvel might be generally geared towards more boys or whatever. But even that seems like it's changing, man, because comic books in general, and I mean, like I said, I've been collecting comics since I was a little kid, and I've seen a shift even before, years ago, where I remember it started with a lot of independent comics. Like there was one called Strangers in Paradise. It was really good. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting shift. That's for sure. But what about you, CC? You got a favorite theme?
So I'm one of those people where like I get into a theme and then it gets canceled.
Dang.
It's the same way with shows. Like I just have the worst
hate
luck.
that so much, especially when you don't get to see an ending or something, man.
Exactly.
Because every season they'll leave you on a cliffhanger, and oh god,
right.
See, and I always thought I wish there was a way they would know okay, if we're gonna get canceled, let's wrap this up on this last episode or whatever, But
right,
yeah, that's
yeah, and so I guess of current themes. I guess Ideas is one of my favorites because you can just get so many different ones. And then Marvel, I would say. But we get these one-off ones like Horizon. And I'm hoping that that's going to be a full theme. But I don't know.
For Horizon,
if you're collecting, it's going to be canceled. Dang, CC.
Yeah, I know, right? I shouldn't have said it out loud. But yeah, Horizon, I don't know if it's its own gaming theme or if it's its own theme as Horizon. But yeah, I'd love to see more of that. So
yeah, those are really cool too. I was kind of sad in a way, but I get it. I totally get it. But I was really enjoying those Overwatch sets. But yeah, I wasn't sure what you'd pick because I know you're a Marvel girl, but I was just I'm not sure because a lot of us like stuff, and then it starts shifting depending on what sets come out and what's going on in the movie world or whatever world that
Right.
Brick Bay, what about you? What's your favorite theme? Or do you have one?
Top 3. You can't pick
That's
one.
fine. No, it's fine. No, we're not. You don't have to be specific. It's all good.
All right, so I would say Ideas. I'm with CC. Ideas is just the variety.
Yeah, that's the variety of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and it's so awesome. And then the next would have to be Botanical, and that really wasn't one until recently. So, but oh my gosh, anything Botanical, I want to build.
Do you have them all?
Yes, I have them all.
Okay.
I have them all. And
display pieces, obviously. Because Shy puts his in his office and everything. And if I had an office, that's where I put mine.
I have built the bonsai. I'm embarrassed. I built the bonsai 6 times, so I bought 6 bonsai.
I have
Wow,
4.
6.
Y'all don't understand. I have made that bonsai all kinds of things.
No, I got to get another one because the one I took it out of the thing it sits in and put it in my forest. So
Oh my
now I
gosh.
just want another one for display. And do you like the cherry blossom effect or the other effect better?
I have never. That's an interesting question. I have never done the cherry blossom thing.
Oh, it's just a bunch of pink frogs. You're good.
I have,
Wow.
but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. I did the first one. I
Oh,
did.
okay.
It was a cherry blossom. I did, but I forgot that one is on another mock as well. But yeah, that was the first one, and then the other one I tried like the blue.
Yeah, because there've been a lot of them. I saw one with skateboards. I was like,
Yeah, it's like whatever's at the pad wall goes on. Whatever's at the pad wall is going on the next bonsai. Whatever I can get a big cup of.
yeah,
That's what I'm
I
putting
hear
on.
that.
But I think the last one would have to be Marvel. I'm a Marvel girl, so
There
yeah.
you go.
So,
Well,
there we go.
speaking of Marvel, real quick, and I'll ask April too if she's into Marvel as well. But CC and Brick Baby, are you guys gonna get the Sanctum?
Yes.
Yeah, I know
already
Yeah.
got it in
that's
my
a day
mind.
one. Yeah, I've even saved my VIP points for that thing too. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Max? West Coast Bricks in the house. And T-Mog, what's going on? How you doing? Good morning.
And
Hey,
Jesse
good
made it.
morning,
Jesse, throw Jesse. What's up, Jesse?
Hey, Jesse. Good morning.
Okay, he says, "Good morning, Brick Girls. Stay awesome."
Yeah.
April, what about you? What's your favorite theme?
So, current theme, I guess I would probably have to say Harry Potter because it's been quite a few years now that I've made sure I bought all the sets. So,
Okay.
but video has a real special place in my heart.
For
despite
real?
it being
Yeah.
dead now.
Cool. It's nice to see someone like appreciate video. I mean, I know it gets a lot of crap, but look, I wasn't really into it, but the minifigures were fire, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
they were fire. Almost all of them, dude. So did you say Harry Potter video? Got any other ones that are kind of the top of your list?
Botanicals, I've definitely been completionist on. Like I said, I've got 4 bonsais, 3 of which are customized. So it's like,
Oh wow. It's a thing, that bonsai.
It's a thing. It's a real thing.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And I mean, they've done phenomenal with it as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I got to tell you, when I saw the Birds of Paradise, I was like, wow, they did a really good job making that look like a Birds of Paradise. And I will tell you this. So there's 2 flowers that are kind of my favorites, and I think they either just done one or they're going to release one. And that's an orchid. I think they're coming out with an orchid.
Yeah, that's
Built the orchid.
Yeah, the
It's
orchids
out.
come out.
Mhm.
That's
so yeah, I guess I'm a little behind on that one. But the other one,
I've got one out there. Yeah.
I was hoping that they might do is a hibiscus. Because I'm
yeah.
a big fan of hibiscus. So yeah, just from living down in Florida, I used to be around a lot of those. I want the succulent sets. Yes, succulent. That's such a funny word to say, too. Succulent. Yeah, that one. I'm not hip to that one as much as the other ones, but they are still really awesome. And I do
love
like
it.
how they're individual to where multiple people can build, and then you can kind of put them in any different combination you want. Hey, Raptus, good morning. How are
Hey.
you?
Did we say hi to Click
Good
Brick?
morning.
Click Brick.
Good morning.
No, I
Good
don't think I
morning.
did. Hi, Click
Yeah, I
Brick.
see a Moto too. Hey, Moto.
Hey, Moto.
Hey, Mono.
Moto says all the flowers all the time.
Yeah, and I can't pronounce that.
Oh yes, I
Willie
Wiley
Gowers,
Willie
Wiley.
Wiley
Goes with
Hello,
Wisconsin.
hello.
It's Wisconsin Lego is.
Oh, it is.
Oh, is it
Oh,
Wisconsin?
Wiz.
Oh, wow.
Wisconsin. All right,
Yeah.
there we go.
What's up?
All right, so something else I wanted to talk to y'all about, because I feel like honestly you would have the best perspectives, being ladies, on opinions about this. What do you guys think about the friend set? The friend sets now, and I don't mean like just
Yeah, and the
are they
mini
cool or
doll
not,
itself.
because
Yes,
I
they do.
absolutely love most of the friend stuff. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's not a mystery. They clearly started it for girls. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I feel like it still is geared towards girls, but
Yeah,
they've
definitely.
done a wonderful job kind of pulling back a little bit on the color scheme, I guess, where they still have some really nice colors, but they just, because that was one of the things that messed me up about it a lot, man, buying some of the buildings and stuff. But they've done that, and they've seemed to have added some boys into the mini dolls and stuff like that. And look,
and complexity into the builds.
I understand maybe why younger boys might be like, you know, or gross or whatever. But like, I think once you have a little bit more of maturity to you, dude, as a city builder, man, I can't deny like those buildings, like the Friends buildings are getting better. If not, they're already way better than the city buildings. Not the modulars, you know, the creator expert stuff. But I mean, dude, the stuff that Friends is coming out with, man, is just phenomenal. But the question I really kind of wanted to get down to is, do you think that it was necessary? And it kind of goes back to that stereotyping thing. Do you think that they needed to do that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And do you guys love the mini doll too?
It's not my favorite, but I do appreciate what the theme has done. Like, there's a lot of more practical buildings. There's a lot more diversity within the figures. A good mix, usually like within gender or like gender representation.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's something that bugs me in general about, and Doc and I have talked about this before, about just the skin tone with the CMF, or not CMFs, but just the minifigs in general, which Doc brought this up before I even thought about it, but he brought up Lando back when they made the Star Wars set. And okay, you made Lando obviously brown, so that set your precedence right there. You can't go back and forth to that stuff. So the reason I bring the Friends stuff up and why I'm talking about this is because Friends is very, very good about diversity in their mini dolls, and not just diversity with skin color, but diversity with hair, diversity with I don't think they've come right out and said it yet, but they've definitely made it seem like there's some gay characters in the sets, or at least one of the sets that I saw. Which is good. You know, I feel like they should definitely be more outspoken about that stuff instead of trying to walk on eggshells with it. But it's whatever. That's not a totally different subject. But I see the diversity and stuff they have with these mini dolls, and I know there's Lego purists out there that don't want the minifigures to change. They feel like it, and I understand what they're saying. They feel like it kind of represents everybody, you know, but it just doesn't. It really doesn't. And I understand it's not an easy topic, and I know there's not like a clear cut answer to rectifying the problem. But I don't know. It just seems mini dolls can do it. You know what I mean? CMFs can do it. Any type of theme can do it. I don't know. Do you guys have an opinion on that? And this is kind of an open forum, and it's not directed towards anybody. But I mean, why do you think mini dolls are able to do it, and they just won't do it with like minifigs?
I think they do it with minifigs. That was one of the things that I absolutely enjoyed when I started mocking, was I could build something that represented what I see, my culture, my family. And I think my last display last year was like 13 different it was like 13 different vignettes, and they all told a love story, and all the characters were brown people. So, and I had no trouble finding brown people. I think if it's something you're into, like we all collect different like themes and something. If it's something you're into, you'll find it without having to, I guess, make a big deal about it. I don't know if that's the right word, but you can find it. You can. I got a gabillion brown people, and I absolutely love incorporating them into my builds.
Well, good. Yeah, I didn't even know that there was any besides like CMF.
I'll send
like
you
themes.
I'll send you a post I made. I probably had like 50 of them in there. Just, I mean, a variety. So of different complexions. I think, yeah, because they play off the nougats and the browns. So yeah.
No, that's really awesome. That was one of the reasons too. I wanted to get the Harry Potter,
the suitcase.
Yes,
The
trunk. Yeah, because not only was there a good because doing stop motion stuff, you know, I need all kinds of like random things, and that includes just different skin colors for different sig figs and stuff like that. So not only do they have those in there, but they have actually a couple new skin colors. I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting. You know, maybe think about it when we were talking about Friends. But yeah, I mean. do you guys? So I mean, I got like CC and Brick Babe's kind of opinion about friends in general. Nicole, what do you think? I mean, do you think like it was a good thing and that they made that for girls, or do you think it was necessary? Or
It's really difficult to be the judge of that. I could imagine that Lego's approach to it was I aim it to girls, but we as adults and kind of not really professional buyers of Lego, I think we have a bit of a problem of purchasing Lego. It's a bit like Hidden Side. Hidden Side was an amazing theme. The only problem was we got hung up on the boxes and that we wasn't able to see what it is. And then I thought, but we buy Lego on a different level. Look at the set itself. Forget about the app. Like it, hate it, don't use it. It's not like with Technic, where you have a motor inside of it and you need to use the app. And if you don't use the app, you can build the truck, but it will not move. That is bad on so many levels. Even if you have the app now, in 2 years, it's not there anymore, not supported, the app isn't there, the truck is just a display piece. But with things like Hidden Side, you don't need to care about that. And I think with friends, we got hung up on the mini dolls. So many arguments, forgot about the fact that if you don't like the mini doll, take it out. Don't burn it necessarily.
Keep it moving.
Right.
well, I mean, I keep all my mini dolls when I buy friend sets, and I've had them all collected for the longest time, and I take all the hair pieces off of them because they come with wonderful hair pieces, man.
They really do. They really
Dude,
do.
I remember
scalps them and puts them in a dark box. They're all alone.
But yeah, at this point now, I just collect them and send them to Ruth, so Dora built. So I just feel like, but I'm like that anyways. Like if I have Lego stuff, as long as it's not like really expensive, like I could sell it. Like I'll just give it to people if it's something they really want, because I'm not. Why would I keep it? Sell it for 5 cents? You know what I mean? It's like I'd rather just give it to somebody who needs it. April, what about you? What do you think about the Friends line?
I mean, I love the Friends line. I think that especially the buildings in them are super underappreciated by a lot of people, and it is because of the mini dolls a lot of times. Lego did a lot of research before they put out Friends, and the mini doll was the things that girls gravitated more towards than a standard minifigure. And, that goes back to the sort of gender toys thing, right? Where like you walk down the Barbie aisle and you want to have, if you're going to buy a Lego set, you see this mini doll next to a Barbie and you're like, that is more relatable than a little yellow minifig, right? So,
see, and I find this fascinating. Not in a bad way, just as a curiosity, scientific kind of way. Like that's got to be what it is, right? It's got to be from when you're younger and that general mold that you're kind of brought up. Because think like what I understand the difference, and maybe it's why I hate mini dolls so much. I don't know. Maybe I was brought up that way too. Like because I'm like, you look at the minifigs, and you're like if you're a little girl. And you look at minifigs and then you look at mini dolls. I mean, I understand the differences between them, but like, I don't know. It seems so weird that it would matter. You know what I mean? But then again, I don't want to be a hypocrite because I look at it from the other direction. I'm like, yeah, I hate those things, man. You know what I mean? So, but I find these things fascinating because I think I think people jump from one extreme to the other because I think there's clearly things that boys and girls are just genetically different about. And because we're genetically different about some stuff, it usually means that we are geared towards generally different things. Okay. Like men have more testosterone. So usually we're more rough and like that kind of thing. So I get that, but there's also clearly, I think what we've been talking about where when you're younger, you're kind of molded into a certain category. And it's really lame because I think some people are fearful of like say if you have a boy, you're fearful like you don't want him to play with dolls or try and get because you whatever homophobic tendencies you might have or something, you know what I mean? And it's like, look, if a person's going to be gay, they're gay. They're not, whether they're playing with a mini doll or a mini fig isn't going to really, I think, going to be breaking them one way or another, So it's just interesting to me the way, again, these things kind of go in different directions.
I think it's a lot of it is cliche, because when we look around in the community, I would like to believe that many of us like the modular buildings. And isn't a modular building in the end nothing else than a dollhouse? And a dollhouse is society-wise rather associated with men with females.
No, dude, I remember when I was young, people would, my sister would always talk about like, my GI Joes or He-Man. You're like, they're dolls. It's like they just shoot each other instead of like having tea or something. You know what I mean? And I was like, no, they're not dolls. They're not dolls. But but they are technically. You know what I mean? They just got a different name for them. It's just like a lot of shows that men watch. They're just the same thing that women watch. They're just a different subject. You know what I mean? There's still drama. You know what I mean? There's still men gossip just as much as women do. You know what I mean? It's just like there's so many things that I think are kind of stigmatized as a certain gender does certain things. You know what I mean?
But I think that's cliche, because I love Star Wars, I love Marvel, I love DC, and I love Downton Abbey. There is, and I like Star Trek as much as I like Star Wars. It's possible to love both, and it's both possible to have a really typical thing like Downton Abbey, to love it, and love Star Wars at the same time.
Yeah, I know it just gets difficult because usually Star Wars fans hate Star Wars fans, so there's always a civil war going on between Star Wars fans,
And that's why you need us females, because then we bring the voice of reason of why.
Cece's got to go. I
don't want to interrupt you, but Cece's got to go. Cece, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, come back again.
We miss you. We're glad to. I heard a bunch of people out there saying they're glad to hear your voice. So
appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Everybody show Cece some love. Thank you again, Cece, for being with us. We appreciate it.
Bye, Cece.
Have a happy Sunday. Bye.
You too.
Sorry, I was just kind of going through some of these comments too.
So did any of the ladies find it difficult to enter the YouTube space? Was not like no resistance from the boys or anything? Smooth transition, not a lot of trolling or anything.
I don't try. I have one video up, and it's been the Brick World. But I do a lot of my live streams on IG. And I'm normally with all guys, and the guys are great. I don't even think I feel like the whole gender type thing. I just feel we're adults sharing a hobby. So with that, I normally just go, I'm the only female most of the time, but that's my life. So maybe that's what I'm comfortable with. And that's the narrative I've created even in my IG world. But we're just all adults. So I haven't gotten a lot of resistance. Hive has been great. You've been great. It's like, the guys bring me into the space, and I don't feel like, I'm bringing you in because you're a woman, even though this is a ladies panel. That's different. So
right.
I've never felt once that I'm being brought into something just because I'm a woman. I think most of the guys respect anyone who appreciates the hobby, and we all do the hobby differently. So I
think one of the things, I don't know if Doc was kind of getting at it also is like, so look, anybody that's online enough, we all get trolls, I usually loved engaging with them. They just brought me more viewership, but we all have trolls. However, something that I think takes a lot of guys to realize, and some don't ever realize it, is I think women get harassed way more than we realize. And I think the reason why a lot of guys don't realize it is because a lot of guys in general in heart are good dudes. And if they're good guys, they're not really affiliating themselves with guys that are like doing really bad things like that. Now, that being said, that also makes me think that, you guys, and you guys don't even have to comment or answer if you don't want to, but I feel like you guys probably get a lot of, or at least,
not on Instagram.
Creeps,
Whatever I did on Instagram, I really was cautious. We have a monthly there where we post, and we had really difficult topics like mental health and LGBT and BTQ support. And I really thought before we did the dare, I need to assign time for it because you never know what happens. But in the end, in my, I don't know, 2-3 years on IG, I never saw a bad comment, an insulting comment. I get a couple of messages that I should be the ambassador of some strange thing. But other than that, nothing. It's nicest people ever.
And what about you, April? Because you're on Twitch. So just so everybody knows also, and I've got, like I said, the link to everybody's stuff in the description. But so Nicole is and Brick Babe, they're heavily on Instagram. As a matter of fact, they go live on Instagram a lot. CC, as you guys know, she's a YouTuber, but she also has some presence on Instagram. April's got a presence on Instagram as well, but she's a Twitch streamer. So I'm just curious, do you think the same thing as far as YouTube? Do you get, harassment,
I mean, I've had my fair share of it. It's difficult from my perspective because before I did Lego content, I did gaming content, and that world is very toxic when it comes to women.
I have heard.
So the Lego space has definitely been a much more welcoming environment as far as, I mean, there's no arguing that it's mostly guys in at least the creator space, right? So yeah, I mean, I've definitely had issues with people, and like you said, there's trolls and stuff, especially when you're a live streamer. I'd say, over the course of the 3 years that I've been streaming now, I've had only a handful of kind of problematic people. But overall, it's been a really great.
No, I mean obviously that's really good to hear, but it also proves to me even more that yes, there is some drama and stuff that can surround our Lego community and all that. But again, everybody keeps proving to me, man, just how kind-hearted and outgoing our community is, man. It really is. And I wonder if it comes from a lot of us are in this hobby to where, kind of like how I mentioned earlier about, I think maybe one of the reasons I didn't come out of my dark ages sooner is because I just kept feeling like it was like a little kid's toy or something like that. So I wonder if that has to do with some of it, where when our hobby in general is almost kind of humbling, and we reach out to other people no matter what their age or race or sex or whatever it is, I mean, and I mean, good Lord, man. I mean, like, look how connected we are around the world. And all the different ages and all the different races and sex, it's amazing how diverse our community really is, man. And like I've said before, I'm in other communities like the Funko Pop community and a lot of toy collecting communities, and just I've never seen anything like the Lego community. It really is. And then you see like the conventions. Dude, when I go, I used to go to Baltimore Comic-Con every single year because it's like I think the third largest comic convention behind New York and San Diego. But I used to go there every year. Dude, when I go to a comic book convention, dude, you don't see people interacting the same way you do at a Lego convention, man. You don't see anything even like that. Now, you see people being nice and they'll mingle or whatever, but it's not like you don't see people giving each other hugs and glad to see them because you haven't seen them in a while. They don't have like probably the online presence like we do and stuff. So yeah, that's good to hear. It really is. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't, and I don't wish it, but I thought most of the girls got harassed a lot in our community, and I don't mean that in a bad way towards our community. I just know that there's a lot of teenage boys in our community, and I'm not saying anything against teenage boys, but I know they can be rude sometimes. They can be sexist sometimes about stuff. So it just makes me feel good, man, that there's a lot
It's
of
just I want to start YouTube and I'm a bit scared about it. But what really gives me confidence is the fact that at least via IG and with guys like you, Brandon, and Greg and Craig and Sai, I found people who I consider friends. And as soon as I am brave enough and technically able to make the next step to YouTube, I have confidence of knowing that if someone harasses me, that I do not necessarily have to step up. I am confident that if you, Brandon, would be in my stream in the chat, on stream or off screen in the chat, and someone would start harassing me, that you would be the first stepping up telling, stop it. Stop it
Oh,
now.
dude, you think I get mad about Lego prices? Yeah, you wait and see if anybody harasses any of my friends. Yeah, that's the thing I tell the people whenever I go out drinking with anybody. I'm like, dude, I'm a hugger, but if I see anybody messing with any of my friends, I won't even ask a question, dude. I will take a beer bottle and bust it upside their head. Like usually, like I remember one year, like when Mrs. Hive and I first started dating, it was her birthday, and I went out with her and all her girlfriends and stuff, and I just stayed sober pretty much, man. I was just like the bouncer guy, but I almost beat the crap out of somebody, dude. So now she's always scared because she knows I'm a sweetheart, but this guy walked up to her and just started patting her on her head and I'm like I'm her husband, man. Like I'm not gonna let somebody just do that to any of my friends, let alone my wife, you know. Anyways, so that's good to hear, though. We are getting close on time. Is there any other things you wanted to ask?
Yeah. How do you build with nails that long? Bricks for Chris would like to know.
You know, it's certainly a challenge. I can't even lie, it's a challenge, but I guess you learn technique. Like we all have technique. The hardest thing, like when I mock, I think it's okay. Like if you think about it, I'm just literally just putting brick on top of brick. So I might do it a little differently than you do, maybe from the side. I don't know, but it's literally the problem.
Because your nails are so pretty. Are you scared of breaking them?
No. The problem I have.
She's got a handful of brick separators. This is like perfect.
Yeah, it's the smaller pieces. Yeah, facts. That's what it looks like too. It's the smaller pieces that I have trouble. Sometimes I have to get tweezers, but it's the things that I love, like the botanicals, that I have the biggest problem with, or just the smaller pieces that. But other than that, I build slower, but I build.
Wow, excellent.
And you guys all mock. I think one of the subscribers asked earlier, who was a mocker, and I thought, well, the Brick Babe definitely. She's been mocking up all those bonsai trees and everything. So yeah, do you all mock, or are y'all set builders?
That's considered a mod. I'm mod, but I also mod.
Yeah, I know Nicole modifies a lot of stuff. You have a nickname too, don't you? What's your nickname?
I'm officially the modifier.
The modifier. You've been modified. What about you, April? I saw you shaking your head too. You mock, right?
I do. I'm not amazing at it yet, but I'm getting there.
Neither am I.
Got a lot.
Neither am I.
Did you display at Chicago? Because you were there at Chicago.
I was at Chicago. I did not display this year. Chicago was my first con.
Oh, okay.
So I was just kind of like getting a feel, but I came back and
first con.
Right? It was crazy. So good. So I don't know. I came back and the plan is to display next year. So
yeah, outdo them all.
Yes. Yeah, I've told everybody. Yeah, 2023 is going to be my year for conventions again. This year was a little sleepy. Just no job will do that to you. So,
yeah.
What city it says? I'm jealous. My arthritic brittle nails get destroyed by bricks. Yeah, man. I tell you, I constantly use my nails separating bricks. I really need to stop doing that. I either use my nails or I'll use a knife. Dude, I've got so many brick separators. I should sell them. I've got so many, dude. Let's see here.
Does Jay have a question, Jay?
Yeah, Jay, you got anything you want to?
Not really. I think we covered any questions that I had. I am curious, though. I did just think of something. Elves. What do you guys think of elves? Because elves was a really cool theme.
Come back.
And it was one that I kind of slept on because I was big into Ninjago. But it was a very, from what I saw, it felt very Ninjago-esque. Kind of. Ninjago kind of jumps around, so it's kind of difficult to tell. But it was a very cool theme, and I just kind of missed it. But what do you three think?
Elves was kind of on its way out when I came back into Lego, and it was kind of a big regret after it got canceled that I didn't pick up more, because there was a lot of stuff that was on clearance at that point, and I could have I could have got some good
Wrapped
stuff.
up.
But you know, when you're getting back into the hobby, it's like, okay, how much am I going to invest in this? And then we're prioritizing certain things over other things. But the stuff that I've gotten since then is really dope. I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, elves seems like a lot, including myself, a lot of people slept on it.
Mhm.
And it just kind of came and went, and now everybody's scrambling to get it. Dude, I saw an elf set. It was sealed, and it had, I think, a dragon or something. Like I think it was like a pink or purple dragon in it or something like that. But it was somebody was selling it for like $150 or something.
Oh yeah,
like,
they
wow.
got special prints and everything.
Yeah. But see, my whole thing with the elf stuff is, again, it's kind of like with friends where I wouldn't really want the mini dolls. But their trees and the houses, and I was like, dude, so many of that stuff would look so good in the forest. I mean, because they had that almost like a neon or a black light kind of look to it or something, you know, with those darks, blacks and purples and all that. Really good stuff. Well, it's getting pretty close to that time, so I figure I'll go through the comments real quick just to see if anybody put anything out there they wanted to ask. Joseph, hey, how's it going? Says the Brick Babe has had Mox featured in art galleries. She's coming up in the world. Oh,
wow! Which art gallery?
Joseph, which art gallery? I don't remember.
Is it something here in Baltimore?
No, it's in Maryland, but it's further down. Oh, I forgot the name.
Did you know they got that one
Hey,
kids art
Joseph.
gallery downtown?
It's not a kids one. It's not a kids one. It's a big sculpture garden. Amory Gardens.
Oh, I've heard of that. I'll have to check that out though. But I remember I've heard of that before. And also somebody also mentioned, I can't remember who it was now. It started with cool, but they mentioned about how April was a much better mock builder than she's.
Yeah, I saw that, April.
Yeah,
you don't give yourself
but you know
enough
what?
credit.
April's humble though. It's a nice trait. So, but definitely give yourself credit where credit's due. That's for sure. A couple brickheads and brickapix. Brickapix, I forgot to say. Was it art? I think it was London Calling. I don't know. I remember I had to leave and I said bye to you and I said pick up bricks instead of brickapix. And I thought about that later on. I was like, oh man, next time I see her, I got to tell her I'm sorry about that. It seems so easy to say pick up bricks because usually you're picking bricks.
Pick a brick wall
all the time.
So I do apologize about that. Let's see here. But yeah.
All right, is anybody going to go to a convention later this year? Anybody? Virginia?
Yeah, I'm going to Virginia, and I have a couple more coming up. But that's because of Joseph with my love, so I'm going there.
Are you just going for like a Saturday or something like last year, or?
Yeah, my lug will be there, but I'm just gonna go. I think just to show up.
Well, message me on Instagram because I can't go for like the normal thing, but maybe I can go for one day or something. You know, just again. I hate paying for that thing. I hate paying for the entry unless you're going to be for there for like the whole 5 days. And then I'm still going to have the dilemma of staying away from the vendors.
I'm just going for the day. So I'm just paying the day ticket.
I can't remember what the day ticket is.
It's like 15, right? Last year it was like 15. It wasn't that much.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was more than that. All right, so then it's just staying away from the vendors. That's what I got to do. I don't know. Maybe I should get some of the horse blinders. You know what I mean? And just wear them.
Stay away from the vendors.
I can't.
Good luck.
I'm telling you, dude. I can't.
I can't. Even last year, they put them like to the side. It doesn't matter. I was like drawn.
And it's not. And I'm not going in there buying like $200 sets or nothing, man. But you buy small stuff and it adds up fast, dude. Especially like the little printed tiles and little molds, and dude, you get $50 worth of stuff, man. Oh,
right.
In a tiny bag.
I know. It's like $50 in this one.
Drugs.
It's
like no, you don't understand. Look at what I got. I'm walking around like, look at what I got. Look, guys. Only we appreciate it. We only appreciate that.
I know.
Right.
But,
Brendan, if I were closer to you, I would join you. And before we entered the venue, I would have you hand me your purse and your credit cards. And
your credit card.
then afterwards, you can have it.
I have Apple Pay.
And I say, give me the phone. Give me the phone too. I gotta have it all.
Pay, so.
You know, and I know it sounds so ridiculous, right? It sounds like such an excuse to not go have fun at a convention, but part of buying stuff at the conventions is part of the fun for me. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to spend thousands of dollars, but I really don't even have like an extra $100 to spend, especially because I'm buying the Sanctum Sanctorum in on August 1st, you know? A couple of brickheads with the $4.99. Thank you so much, guys. Let me real quick before we start going through stuff.
Got to do the thing.
Got to do the thing. I've been making new ones too, but I haven't finished them yet. So let's just do Jedi Lee. Let's do Jedi Lee.
Cool.
But thank you, couple of brickheads. I'm assuming that's Sean. I always feel like Sean kind of heads the ship on that one. How much is registration high? Well, I think she just said $15.
Yeah, I think it's like 15. I'm sorry, my cat has been trying to get my attention this whole time.
That's all right.
I'm
It
sorry.
can't be like more than that. I just thought it was gonna be like $30 or something, you know. All right. So, like I said, we're getting ready to wrap stuff up. And we'll start with April. April, would you like to promote anything? Shout out anything? Just say anything in general?
I haven't seen a lot of you on Twitch, but like get over there because there's a huge, amazing brick building community that's growing exponentially over the last couple of years. So definitely get over there.
Because I made a Twitch account, I don't know, a year or two ago. I don't know, it's hard for me to get on there a lot. But yeah, occasionally I'll jump back on and I'm like, holy cow, dude, there's a lot of people over here.
Yeah, definitely.
What's your regular stream day and time?
Actually, what is it? So that way I can write it down and I'll put it on the live stream calendar.
I stream, well, for the time being, I stream 5 days a week, most of the time in the morning. I usually start around 8 a.m. Central Time. So yeah, Monday through Friday.
And when is that? There's a raid train, a Lego raid train that goes stream to stream to stream. Isn't that on a certain day?
There's actually quite a few now. I take part in the ladies raid train actually now, which is on Thursdays. That's all ladies. It's like 16 hours of women doing brick building.
All right, nice. Over on the Twitch. Okay, check that out, people. Check out the Twitch.
Sorry, I was reading Bodo's comment. He says I managed not to buy anything at a convention, but I had to go full Vulcan to pull it off. Yeah, you got to have some serious discipline to do that, man. I love your kitty, Brick Babe. Nicole, you got anything you want to shout out or promote?
Finally made it through all the sorting and organizing, so I hope to stream more, and I will see. Probably start with IG streams even more than before, and then I will see whether I can make the YouTube jump or not. But I will focus on IG first, have a foot in the door there properly, and then see where it takes me. And everyone who wants to join me, usually always every second Friday, and from there on top of it, we will see where it leads us.
All right. We hope to see more of you over here on YouTube.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you.
Brick Babe, what about you? You want to shout anything out? You want to promote anything besides your kitty cat?
Say hey, Storm. Well, we go, my daughter and I, we have the Mom and Mo show. So we go live every Monday on IG, but we're trying to get.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're right. I just want to make sure. I was like, I didn't do it.
No, we're trying to start like streaming on YouTube, but we do it every Monday. It's the Mom and Mo show. I build with my 17-year-old daughter.
What time?
8 p.m. every Monday. Every Monday, Mom and Mo show. And then I started building the backlog. So I kind of started that on Thursdays. You know, we hop on live 9 o'clock on Thursdays and we knock out the backlog. And then we've been going live a lot on Sundays. But as far as a set time, it's always Monday at 8. Mom and Mo. Mom and Mo Monday.
Mom and Mo Monday. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
And your daughter, she's such a sweetheart too. It was so nice to meet her when we saw each other at the Lego store. Was it May?
It was the first.
I was like, yeah, May the 1st.
No, it was May.
Because it was for it was when Doc and I had the very short Good Morning Brick
May the
World.
1st, yeah.
The Wi-Fi was like acting up. Yeah, it was something wrong.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Well,
it was a weird time, huh?
Well, I'll be there on the 28th. Will you be there on the 28th? You know, I'm always there on the 1st. I'm like, I have to be first.
I don't know, but listen, if they get those 1x2 translucent blue tiles, man, let me know. I've been dying to find those at a pick a brick wall, and because I need about probably about 700 more
If I
So,
see them, how many cups do you need? How many large cups?
oh, just tell me if they're there. I'll drive there.
Okay.
Believe me.
Okay.
Because I don't know how many I'm going to buy. As much as
Okay.
money as I got on me at the time, I guess.
Got it.
Oh, real quick, Chris just want to know if any of the ladies were signed up for the 72+ hour stream. Probably not, Chris, because Nicole and Brick Babe are on Instagram and April's on Twitch, so I don't know how that would translate over to those.
I can sign up.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that would work. Plus, like you'd have to get like the document from Chop. I don't even know where it's at. It's got like the sign up list and everything. You know.
Yeah, it should be a 72-hour live stream / blogspot.
Yeah, because he said the other
missed it
night that there was
last
like I don't know, 15 spots left or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not even 72. It's like longer than that.
Yeah, it's almost 100 now, I think.
Yeah, he just kept it at the 72 hour, like the name. I'm like, there's how many hours in this thing? Because usually Chop would try and stay up for them all. I'm like, dude, you're not staying up for 100 hours, man. That's not.
It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna live.
Like even in my prime, man, when I was younger, like partying, I couldn't stay up for 100 hours, dude.
No.
Anyways, well, I want to say thank you to all of you for being here. And like I said to everybody before, the links to their Instagrams and all that stuff and Twitch and yada yada, it's all in there. So definitely go check them out. I highly encourage you guys to do that. I also want to thank you to the chat. I appreciate everybody for being here with us today. We had quite a lot of people in here today. So I wonder if April might have had something to do with.
Yeah, I think so. I think all those new Twitch people. Yeah, so don't forget to like the stream.
I was like, wow, I've never seen you before. Welcome. But so, and I wanted to say real quick, April, I definitely want to invite you back too because I just even just for the whole B name, I feel like I have a kind of a kinship with you. So definitely, and eventually we'll be over on Twitch as well. We've been talking about putting Good Morning Brickworld over there. So yeah, like I said, everybody have a great day. Don't forget. Oh, I'm sorry, TJ and Doc.
Cue that outro. You gotta cue that outro too. Don't just end it. Dang you.
Yeah, right. Did you guys want to promote anything though? I'm sorry.
Well, other than the long form of the interview with the Chicago 4, I will be constantly streaming that UCS Sandcrawler until it's done. Yeah.
And I'm going to have a longer video of the mock highlights that showed earlier, plus some other things.
Yeah, so you guys so now look, normally I'm just like, yeah, Doc's got the more extended stuff. Now look, TJ's got more extended stuff too. So definitely if you like stuff you've seen on Good Morning Brickworld, go check out their channels. They have the more extended, uncut versions of them. So, and on that note, I guess we will see you all next Sunday. So take it easy.
Definitely. Be good.
All right, another great show there, Hive. Another great one.
Yes.
Fantastic. Yes. Sorry about that intro snafu, though.
Hey, these things happen. These things happen. Yes, it was such a great panel today. And I got to tell you, I don't want to just be sexist about anything, but I really appreciated their perspective on things. It was nice to have some ladies on here, you know, just explaining things from their point of view.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Jay will actually talk more in the future because he talked his head off over in Chicago, but now all of a sudden he's a clam all of a sudden again.
Well, I mean, I feel like I alone probably don't give him any room to talk. So so then if you add yourself in there, Doc, because you talk quite a bit too.
Yeah, we'll go.
So maybe it's good that Jay kind of keeps it chill, huh? Anyways, listen, we love you all. Take it easy.